Thursday. I have been only uploading videos that has to do with cases that I'm following. But today, I want to discuss some very, very important things. A couple things that I would like to discuss today. One being the Jacob Blake police shooting. Now, three cops you had from the sidewalk to when he turned his back to you to when he rounded the front of the SUV to when he reached the driver's side door to open it, to grab a hold of him. But no, three cops decided to wait until Jacob got to the driver's side door, opened the driver's side door, to grab a hold of him, and then shoot him at close range 7 times in the back in front of his 3 sons. Now, what if one of those bullets had ricocheted off the dash or off the console or off the steering wheel and struck one of the children? Those 3 cops carelessly shot Jacob Blake in the back. For all the trolls sitting in the back, they shot the man 7 times close range in the back, in front of his children, putting his children in danger. I will say it again for the trolls in the back who want to run their mouth. What if one of the bullets or a couple of the bullets had ricocheted off the dash, off the steering wheel, off the console, and struck one of the children? The 3 cops were very, very careless. Those 3 cops put 3 children in danger. Now let's turn to some white folks who want to spread lies that he had a knife. No, he didn't. I've watched numerous videos. Jacob Blake did not have a knife. Then you have some other white folks, and yes, I'm using race just like y'all do. Then you have some other white folks who are taking it a step further and lying, saying that he threatened the cops. Another lie. Then you have some disgusting ass white folks who are taking it to the extreme, being evil and spreading lies that Jacob Blake had a warrant out for his arrest for sexual assault of a minor. No, he didn't. That man was on that street because he lives on that street, and he was trying to de-escalate a fight. And when he figured out that he couldn't de-escalate the fight because they wasn't going to stop, he went to the SUV to check on his children. Now, this is how ignorant some white folks are. If Jacob Blake had a warrant out for his arrest for sexual assault on a minor, why the hell did he call police? He is the one who called the police. Stop the ideology. Stop the ignorance. Stop spreading vicious, evil ass, disgusting ass lies to continue racial division, to continue hatred. It's disgusting. It's despicable. But you be the same people who use a 5-year-old white boy who was murdered in North Carolina, right here next to me. I'm in South Carolina. North Carolina's my neighbor. But y'all be the same white folks who use a 5-year-old white child to continue racial division, to continue to spread hatred, to continue your agenda. You are disgusting. You are despicable. And you need to grow the fuck up and get your shit together. People of color deserve racial equality. People of color deserve equal justice. People of color deserve equal employment. Yes, for the trolls in the back, I almost said unemployment. But my point is, people of color deserve equal employment. And when I say equal employment, I mean people of color, regardless if they're Asian, Black, Latino, they deserve to move up in the ranks just the same as a white person does. And when I say that people of color, Asian, Black, Latino, deserve equal justice, I mean they deserve the same sentence as a white person gets. I mean, when a white person and a black person, or a white person and an Asian person, or a white person and a Latino person is sitting in a courtroom, and a white person goes up in front of the judge and gets probation for that kilo of cocaine that they had in their possession, that Latino, excuse me, I'm getting a little flustered here. I mean, when that Latino or that black person or the Asian walks up in front of the judge, that they get probation for that kilo of cocaine that they had in their possession as well. Not life in prison. When I say racial equality, I mean racial equality. I don't mean white folks going out here and getting on social media and spreading hatred and racial division, trying to compare a 5-year-old white child to a child of color or a grown man of color, when that 5-year-old white child, the murderer, was arrested the next day. We got to do better, folks. We got to do better. And it starts with white folks. It starts with white folks. We need to put the foot first. We need to make that step to bring unity, equality across the board, and not stand for anything less. But until white people put a foot forward and make that step, instead of hatred, racial division, nothing's going to change. White folks want to get out here and say, oh, well, BLM is a terrorist group. Well, BLM, they need to be listed as a terrorist group. They go out here and they kill people. Well, let's talk about Kyle. Kyle wasn't black. Kyle's white as you and I. But he went to a BLM protest and killed 2 people and injured another. So let's talk about Kyle. Y'all want to sit on your soapbox, on your high horse, and talk about BLM this, BLM that. They wouldn't have to be out in the streets protesting, demanding equal justice, racial equality, equal employment, equal schooling, if white folks would make the first step. But instead, white folks want to get out here and act a donkey's ass and get on social media and spread hate and division and talk about killing people and all this. Then you got Kyle taking those white people up on what they said and actually going to the BLM protest and killing 2 people and injuring another. Let's get it together.